Welcome to the video of factorization using algebraic identities. Before we continue with the worksheet, let's recall what are the three algebraic identities that we have learned. Please pause this video now and write down the three algebraic identities. Now I'll be showing you the answer. These are the three identities that we'll be using for our factorization today. Let's take a look at the first question, x squared plus 10x plus 25. And by recalling your square numbers, you realize that 25 is actually a square number. 5 squared. Is 10 also a multiple of 5? You realize that the middle term is also a multiple of 5. 2 times 5 times x. After rewriting the expression, we see that it looks like the first identity, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Hence, we can use the identity and immediately factorize in the next step. And it becomes x plus 5 whole thing square. If you have used the rectangle diagram, it will still lead you to the same answer. X plus 5 times x plus 5 is the same as x plus 5 whole thing square. But for this worksheet exercise, we shall refrain from using rectangle diagram and use algebraic identities, which is much faster. Part B looks the same like part A, except for the negative sign. So let's think, what are the three identities that we have and which one does this question look like? Well, it looks like the second one, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals to a minus b whole thing square, where my a is x and b is 5 in this question. So the answer is x minus 5 whole thing square. This will be the rectangle diagram, but it's not necessary to do this if you know how to use algebraic identities. Part C is actually the difference of two squares, x squared and 5 squared. So it looks more like the third identity, a squared minus b squared, where a is x and b is 5. A squared minus b squared is the same as a plus b times a minus b. Hence the answer will be x plus 5 times x minus 5. Here is the rectangle diagram. We shall go to the more challenging factorization questions. I'll give you some time to find out what is the a and b for each of the questions. Pause this video and write down what is the possible a and b for this part D. A is 3y and b is 4. Why is it so? Let's just rewrite the expression. Now this form looks like the a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And this will give me 3y plus 4 whole thing square. And we are done. If you have tried using the rectangle diagram, it might have taken you a longer time to do it, but it will still give you the same result. How about part E? Can you figure out what is the A and B? A is 2x and B is 3y, and this looks like the second identity because it looks like a minus 2ab. So it does look like the second identity, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equals to a minus b whole thing square. This will be the rectangle diagram. And we have come to the last part, part F. Again, can you figure out what is the a and b for part F? A would be 9x and b would be 4. This will be the difference of two squares. Answer is a plus b times a minus b. So 9x plus 4 times 9x minus 4. This will be the rectangle diagram. Basically, the learning from this worksheet is that you should always write down the form first before you write down the answer, so that you can verify which is the algebraic identity that you're using for which question. And we have now come to the end of the first part of this worksheet.